beautiful. How miraculous it is as such. The very second my two small feet touched down onto the docks, the cool breeze of the island just blew every ship I brought with me. And I said to myself, this is it. And I smiled while walking down the shore. The signs were there, but you can't see it. Although everything around you is beautiful, but that's not it. The signs were angelic. You feel it. That feeling of love and protection, but you can never see it. To begin at the beginning, I laid on a hammock, taking everything in, all around me, then letting it go as I exhale, repeatedly. Never will I forget the nights we spent together, that unforgettable night. It felt like an ejaculation, where troubles go on vacation. I stayed up to watch the sunrise, knowing that I'll be going home eventually. Watching that sunrise, it was the beginning of an end.
I was at the shop still in my school uniform. Mother wanted to buy baby wipes. She left with a discounted 3-pack and I with a stuffed bunny. Long floppy ears, beady eyes that looked in only one direction. It was purple, a cross between comforting lavender and watered down violet. Its sole was 90% polyester stuffing. Its dress had a sprinkling of yellow flowers. It looked like measles from a distance, but it was soft, tear-stained, with a hole in the arm from too many hugs. With a tug, I asked if you would buy it for me that day at the shops. You did, and never did again. I never gave you a name, but your place was by my head when I slept. Whispers of a wrecked soul, tears of a dull pain, silent prayers, threats of hope, unheard cries, and screams of why, fed your still ears. Mother closed the door behind her, like she always does, after words like rocks hit the mirror cupboard and me. Yellow flowered dress says, everything will be better, everything will be better. Years let loose when I grew from nursery rhymes to angsty poetry. She packed you into a flimsy black garbage bag. I never saw you again.
It was raining hard. We watched the lightning dance from my pink curtain window. Heard the thunder roar. The air of the chaotic night slipped through my green painted floor, curling and tramping, all three of us, unwatched by parents only at night out. The giggling girls of yesteryears have now gone their separate ways, no longer afraid of any thunder or any storm, no longer afraid of the heavy rain. We had giggled so much the night we played the mirror game. Mirror, mirror, oh mirror, who would be our life partners? Buddha appeared on my mirror. The mirror of my brain cracked. I put away my mirror.
My cousin played my piano. She thumped the black keys, rude and unskilled. The resounding, pounding, vibrating in the heat. Her sort of something, someone, Mark, upstairs watching TV. I sat beside her on my leather black piano bench, the cheap kind, adoring her. Her long, blonde leanness. And morning was the only song she knew.
The reading work that we're still working on. Everyone's reading work in progress, so the poems are not finished. So this is, it's hard even for seasoned performers to read stuff that you still feel is not ready and reading it to strangers. So your support is really appreciated. We're going to have group number 2 now. We're going to have Gary, Elle, Manivannan, and Sharanya come on stage.
Hi, Gary and I got a poem for you guys to hear. Height of a box too high for the eye to follow. Symmetry of lines define the places I cannot reach. No space, no sense of me. Black, grey, silence, caught in the fog of a window, too delicate for the impending, the pierce, the shock of sound, white. I cannot stay, I cannot move, the window etched, severe I'm feeling. The face is blank, silence, haunting, serene, left only the throbbing beat. Smaller the crawl space, larger the void, swallowing unmarked deep. So still my eye, faster it goes by, left behind, grey arrested.
Title: The Seashell Song. She picked up the seashell and hoped to hear the ocean. Her mother had promised her she could. She placed it to her ear and listened, and listened, and listened. She thought she would hear the last words of a beached whale, the captain's prayer when he sank with his ship, the mermaid singing her sad song. Instead, she heard nothing. Nothing and nothing and more nothing. Like the stars screaming silence, like the willow's muted whisper, like her mother's guilty conscience.
Wet my slipper in that puddle. The feeling of rubber and water and dirt, slime between my toes. That's how I drove home. Cold. I talked about my day, how it had rained and how I stepped in a puddle. Let it be. You smiled. I wondered. I stepped into a puddle and now my feet are slimy. It'll dry. With a reassuring eye. A smile. Your eye. A question. What if you stepped in a puddle? You scoffed. I always jump. I thought. What if you fell? An eye. A smile, a scoff. Simple. I drown.
I'm Sharanya, thank you. I know there's a word for this. This moment when my fingers slide into this fold of flesh at my waist, and I think, how beautiful. How like my mother when my sister and I stood at just the right height to kiss the fold, this perfect fold that peeked between her blouse and her sari, creased her belly so it heaved with the sweetness of fruit as she stood with the taut, quiet certainty of a woman with daughters, reasons. A mother, a wife. So this then is my body as a woman. Hips dried up to a teapot. The brown moons and soft dunes bequeathed by women with spines like bamboo and strong legs that carried them through the brimstone of circumstance, delivered them whole and still suffering. Only there would be no daughters to kiss this bit of skin, the souvenir silver stretch marks they would give to their own making. No man to wear a sari for, only myself and some adored woman who looks like me, but cannot call her own, cannot really be sure she possesses this body, cannot say this body that is mine only because it belongs to so many.
Okay, and the last group coming up is Sophia, Nick, Rauf, Priya, and Melvin. Yeah? Coming to the stage. Give them a round of applause.
I was young and afraid. I cried. They fired the gun. I heard, but I didn't feel. The anesthetics paralyzed my nerves, but still I cried in fear. I closed my eyes tight. I know it won't hurt, but this is a new experience. A different place, a different procedure. I want to do it again, but the fear of authorities hold me back. The insults hurt emotionally, physically, pleasure. I want to, but I don't. What a dilemma.
Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So soft. Happening a bit loud, please. Alright, I'm Nick. Welcome to the Food Foundry. I'll be reading something that I wrote today for Malika's workshop. Malika? It's titled Banging My Head. Banging my head on the solid sea till I bleed, till my blood blinds my eye, I can't see. Not even shakes of an earthquake can shatter the ocean's face. Not even the touch of atomic explosion with different styles of combustion will leave a trace on the ocean's face, the face of the ocean. Maybe it's just an illusion. Fucking uncrackable. Fucking unbreakable. Banging my head on the solid sea. Over and over and over and over.
Thank you, Lincoln Park. Hi, my name is Rauf. I'm going to be reading the piece that we did for Malika's workshop. This one is called Distances in Golf. Distances in golf. Heart pumping. I sneak out in the dead of night, dogs barking in the wind. My shoes hit the tarmac and I run, dogs barking in the wind. I am in love. I am 17. Fortresses forever moving, crashing, coming down, forever and ever. Forever sounds so immaculate. You are the best place that I have ever been, and I am coming. I am coming. I want your lips. Running through the dusty twilight of night, the train stops. I am alone. The dogs follow me here. I exhale for a little while. I am picking up traces of your scent, like a hungry dog. Something stops me, the fear that my mother could call me at any time, yelling, "Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Why are you in your room?" And it is the cold, blue light of your room that I see, the rustle of sheets, where we give each other new names, baby, sweet. I am lost in you, not holding back anymore. I am a child, trusting innocence and promises, 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 and intended attention, undivided longing, heart to heart. The train stops, I am alone. Distances engulf. The dogs follow me here. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Priya, and this is my piece. It has no title, but here, this is how it goes. Colors of trees and street lamps bleed flat on glass as we sit insulated, cocooned, and just being. My lips soaked in warmth, the imprints of youthful passion fresh in its desire, the faint smell of spice mingling with wet grass, trapped in celluloid cliches, dripping over reality. Colors are running out of time. And now, in between the tin can roof and the man of midnight, his eyes expect the words I hate to say because I feel safer living in the lie. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I want to. I don't just want to. I want to. I don't think you understand. I want to as much as the world needs calm. I want you as much as heaven lacks harm. As the feet long for one more mile, as the chest hurts for one more breath, as envy tastes oh so vile, as to abandon you would mean my death. I want you for play and for pleasure. I want you like chocolates and cocaine. An obsession, this is not. An addict, I am not. But to you, I am drawn, without choice, reason long gone. I will you to understand, and you must comprehend. There is nothing I can do. Give me the world, but I just want you.
Can I have everyone back in front here, please?
She is self-rated.
On the stage.
That'd be nice.
Spent about an hour and a half just looking at how to write, how to craft. So most of these pieces that you heard were just written in about 20 minutes to half an hour. And then we spent the afternoon just working on performing it. And the reason why it's hard to perform these pieces is because today we looked at what it's like when you reveal yourself, when you tell the truth in your writing, and when you brave your soul. And for some people, this is the first time that they were actually doing that. So basically, I invited everyone back out here because I'm proud of them for actually, you know, when everyone had to read back their writing, they were like, oh, this is rubbish, I don't want to read it. And then as we heard it, we were like, oh my God, this is good. And so the next person would be like, oh, I want to throw mine away because this is rubbish. And then they would read it and it was good. So I'm impressed with the high quality of writing, and I'm sure that once people have gone away and worked on it and actually rehearsed it, but if you see them doing these pieces again, you'll be blown away even more than you are today. So could you please, 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 because nobody creates work in this short space of time and then has the courage to actually read it without actually rehearsing it or doing run-throughs and stuff like that, not even me. So please, please, you have to, I just want you to understand just how hard people have been working. So please give them a big, big, big any seats that people are not occupying? If anybody points to any empty seats, so people can, there's one there, so people can take a